How we doing? Just wait for a few of you lovelies to pop on. How's Donald Trump doing? Is it over? What's happening in America? This one's entitled Question Everything. I'm going to give you an update on what happened yesterday. I like to do everything so everyone can sort of get a measure on what's going on in the world. And we should question everything. We absolutely should question everything. Believe you me, we're at a time now where if you ain't questioning everything, I don't know what's going on. I've got one thumbs up. Oh, it's 3 in the room. Hello, peeps. Nice to see you. Let's see how the American polls are going. Oh, no, that's not that, is it? Hang on. We'll just wait for a few of you to jump in. I'm going to give you an update in a second on what happened to me yesterday at my local branch of Toolstation. I've had their executive office on the phone and via email expressing their deep sorrow after what happened to me yesterday, being screamed and yelled at. So interesting. Elections, the earliest voting free paper handed out by the late. Oh no, I don't trust them. No, I don't know. Does anyone know how Trump's getting on? Is Trump doing? Danny Thomas is okay now. He's had his biopsy and is now in recovery mode. Go on, my son. Loving it. Kenny Mack, how are you, darling? Long time no see. You doing all right? Carlos, all right, son. Deb Star, Debs, how are you? Interesting day overall. How you doing? You doing all right? We got. Does anyone know what's going on in Liverpool? There seems to be a lot going on in Liverpool. See you live yesterday on Playback. Hey, hello, Sonia. How are you, darling? Lauren Page is in. I'm glad Danny's all right. Give him my love. And if he's up for a hug, give him a Witcher hug for me. A virtual one, through the let's have it. Hope you're all good. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I got abused yesterday in my local tool station in Tunbridge. And I found it very, very upsetting, all because I won't wear a face nappy. Now, I quite a few years ago, palpitations, I was fitting. I used to have fits, all right? Bad. Now, the thing with it was the doctors, I went to the doctors back in the day, and I can remember laying on a bed wired up to the old heart monitor. This woman had monitors all over me. She said, "You got a heart of a lion, man." She said, "There's nothing wrong with you." She got like an athlete's heartbeat. I said, "Can't help it, man. It's in the genes." So the doctor could never fathom out why I was having these panic attacks and anxiety attacks. And I mean, I was going to die. I could remember one night, my missus would tell you, I felt like I was slipping out of my body, and I would fit. I would, and so I can't have nothing on my face. Even I've been in a loft today wiring up a fan with all that lagging stuff, and I've just got out the bath. I'm itching to buggery. I hate it, but I do put a mask on for that. So obviously that stuff I've only got to have that, be in that environment with all that loft lagging stuff for about 30 seconds, and I'm coughing like a ninja. So I've got a very sensitive respiratory system, so I can't wear a mask. But am I going to go to get a doctor's letter set? No, because that makes me like how the Jews were treated. And I'm very graphic in my words, but that's how I get my message across. I don't try and polish things when they don't need polishing. The Jews had to identify themselves with pieces of paper and stars and black armbands. And I'm not prepared to do that, because this, for one, is England, the land of common law jurisdiction. And why would I? A man's word should be good enough. A man should be taken on his word. Now, there's a part in the Bible that says manners maketh man. All right. And this guy yesterday, bless him, I understand he was scared, but he just went on a proper verbal assault. And he said to me, "Put your mask on." I went, "I'm exempt, mate." And that's it. That should be it. That should just be it. But oh no, the verbal onslaught came. He was telling me that his son was in hospital with diabetes, and I'm stood there like shrugging my shoulders. I'm like, "Well, how am I?" And I'm shrugging my shoulders because my brain's going, "Well, how do I know this?" And he's going, "Oh, you think it's funny, dear?" I'm like, "Well, this is escalating really quickly." I'm going, "Mate, calm down. Then he's out taking pictures of the van and the number plate on the van. But he's Ed Brass at Toolstation Central. I tell you, they're very apologetic this afternoon, and I think they know I'm going in for a claimer. And what I'm going to do with that, Dosh, when I get that claimer, I'm going to carve it up and I'm going to take it down and give it to the homeless people. And I'm going to take it and give it to my local food bank. How's about that? That's what I'm going to do with it. I don't need it. I don't need it. So whatever I get is going to the less fortunate. How's about that? It should be it, Dave. Carlos, hi, Sonia. So, yeah, we find ourselves in very exciting times. Now, my friend Martin May has just done a video on Facebook where he's been to one of these COVID test centres, right? And he's videoed it, and he's quite funny, actually. I'll give him that. He's very boisterous, but I think you have to be like that nowadays, you know, because fortune favours the brave, right? And he is a brave soldier, but apparently I'm hearing rumours that he gave it to the police the other day. He didn't like the way they spoke. They didn't like the way they spoke to him, and I'm hearing rumours that he's now been beaten up by 6 security guards and quite a few coppers. Well, that's scary, you know, and that's all because you won't go with the mainstream narrative, because you want to get off your arse and go and do a bit of journalism. Yeah, why not? Have you got a press pass? No, but why do I need a press pass? Why? Why would I need a press pass? God give me a voice and 2 lungs and a brain. I'm going to exercise that. I don't need a piece of paper to say that I can report on this or talk about this. Surely to God I don't. Really? Every week at work we have to do a test so far. I've wiped it on the toilet, the floor, the work, lemon, the Sunday dinner. Hello, Annabelle. Apparently someone texted me a picture through earlier saying that when they send a test kit through, you can put the swabs in this little vessel. I think this little vessel's got a bit of solution in it. And it says you can put up to 6 vessels in this at one time. I'm like, what? My friend said it earlier. I'm like, so you can put 6 of these things that have been up your nose or up your bum and that. But apparently you're supposed to get a true test after 6 of these things have been immersed in the same solution. Bob White, hello, sunshine. The Kent Renegade crew attended an unlawful eviction in Gillingham. There's a video on Facebook from Roland and Toby. It was shocking, mate. The police assist you once again. They're animals, aren't they? God, dear. I mean, it's a scary proposition living in this country right now and this world, because the police will kill. I'm surprised they don't kill more people, in fairness, because they've only got to get a bit of paper from a court where that judge has said, yeah, go and do it, and they will smash the granny out of you. They will do. And I'm just like, nah, that's not really why we had public servants. That's not really why we established public servants, is it? Is it? Is it really? I don't think so. Public servants should serve is a clue in the title. But oh no, they want to come. Oh, Bob White, no, he's been on the end of it. They give him a good hiding. Sergeant tased him and smashed him round the head with something or other. Animals. Liverpool Hospital ICU nearly full, like I mentioned yesterday. ICU full of, what's it full of, Victoria? If you could just elaborate on that. Who do we have in Liverpool ICU? If you could give me some information. And does anyone know what's going on with the Trump bus? Does anyone know? Yeah, it's been crazy. You just have to find a way to amuse yourself. You can only have a house, by the way, if you pay the corporations. You can only have a car if you pay the corporations. You can only keep your kids if you do what the corporations say and do. Trump is losing. Oh, dear. Oh. Oops. Oh, Trump is losing. Well, there's a turner. Actually, I was around having a cup of tea and that the other day. Mate Mikey, that comes on my show on Wake Up UK on a Thursday night, and he said, I'm not sure Trump gets this. And he's prophesying might come true. Trump might not be getting in for a second term. Oh, my God. Who knows? Anyway, politics is politics. Massive voter fraud, though. More slips than voters. Well, apparently, I've heard that he was going to go to the Supreme Court and shut it down because, well, they're out to get him. The deep state are out to get Trump. Trust me. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out the wash. Who's he up against? Biden. Any creepy Biden? Oh, dear. It is what it is, isn't it? MSM is not reporting on the election, buying time to rig it. Oh, God. They stopped. Have they? They've stopped counting. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Supreme Court. Well, scarily, if it comes to a recount or a debate, the choice has to lie with the Sunday morning manic Nancy Pelosi. Nancy and Trump don't really get on, do they? She ripped up some of his stuff, didn't she, in the Senate and walked off. She looks like quite a wicked, evil woman. And this is the point, right? When I look at public servants, what I would love to see is I would love my heart to come into admiration for these people. I would love my heart to get a little flutter and say, oh, man, this individual is going to do so much good for my country. My God, really? I can see they're going to. But you don't, do you? You look at these people and you think, they look wicked. Nancy Pelosi looks like a very wicked, scorned woman. Massive election fraud scene, poll watching being refused entry to polling stations. Oops. The age of corruption is upon us. It is heavingly corrupt. As soon as they knew Trump, I like yesterday, like Martin May. His videos had about 26,000 views on Facebook. He's gone to this COVID town centre, the test centre, which is in a car park, and the police are there saying, no, you can't go home. And he give the police a bit of a lesson in law and facts and stuff. And I'm hearing he's had a beating. So the police have taken out retribution on him. If that's true, I do believe Martin's had a bit of a hiding. That's the things you have to suffer now for telling the truth. You have to take a good beating, good hiding from your public servants. Yeah, because you can't question the mainstream, the postage stamp mentality, as we call it. They police, more like the army. Yeah, they are. Anyone can give me an update on Liverpool, please? Young lady here, I can't. Let me go straight back for the comments. You're saying Liverpool ICU intensive care unit is full. If you can elaborate on that, that would be fantastic. It's all crazy. Just find out a way to amuse yourself. All this Liverpool thing, FFS strategic. Pick of the Scouser screaming there, Boris is going to fly. Look, I think the Liverpudlians are quite a tough people, and I'm not too sure that this is going to go well for Boris. Why the army are there? And I just hope and pray that they're not forcing people. I hope and pray they're not dragging people out their homes and injecting them and making them have this test. I truly hope they're not, because I tell you what, that's a scary fucking proposition. And if that's the case, I'm coming off fucking here. I'm going to go and live down the coast somewhere in a cave, like Mr. Wilson, Tom Hanks. Yeah, I'm going to stuff that. Fuck me. Against your will, you got no choice but to have a test. Oh, you got no choice but to pay council tax. You got no choice but to pay more. You got no choice to do this. Well, where's my freedoms then, man? Where's my freedom? I love freedom. Freedom to me is more than a 7-letter word. I've said this for years. Freedom to me is freedom. You're either free or you're not. Free or slave. Free or bond. What are you? Free or slave? Neo Scotia. Hello, sweetheart. Boris is back in Biden now. Oh, they turned, didn't they? They're so easily bought. Boris is so easily bought. You only got to buy him a chicken dinner and get him a bottle of champagne, and he'll probably do you a turn. Celtic woman says Boris is a scumbag. I think we should show that comment. Freedom of expression on my channel, as long as there's no swearing and cussing and people just taking digs out of people for no reason, then you'll get stopped. My moderators will be on you like quicker than a car salesman in a showroom. 2,000 troops have been moved to Liverpool. We'll offer to that what I mean. Scousers are strong as hell. They want mass rebellion, carnage, etc., to scare us with their reaction to the reactions. Let's see. EU army on the streets of England. We said this a couple of 3 years ago. If that's true, we said that the European Union have their army in this country. They're already set up in bases. Trust me. and people call me a conspiracy theorist. Good luck with that. Victoria West Payne, do you know if there's testing for flu? Why is Liverpool ICU rammed? Can you expand on that, please? I'd love you to expand on that and let me know why it is Brexit. Oh, hello. Someone just mentioned that word Brexit. Oh, we got a veterinary friend and he called his dog Brexit. So cool. I used to take this dog out for walks. Brexit, come here. Brexit, come on, sit, Brexit. It's funny. Great name for a dog. Just woke up. Karen, I'm over in I've been working all day, but I've just come over here. I thought I'll have a quick chat with you, beautiful lot. And here's a compliment right now, being called a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, let me tell you. I'm going to have a little workout in a minute on my boxing bag and do my gyms. Liverpool ICU is always full this time of year. Oh, okay. Hello, John. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. How you doing, bruv? You doing all right? If they have a jack on their uniforms, it's not the EU. But the police, they're all wearing these black Union Jacks. I mean, does that mean that he's dead? What happened to the blue one? And don't forget, the Union Jack, ladies and gentlemen, is a double crosser. How this country's rolling, right? I had a touch yesterday. I went into Wixies to get a back-to-wall toilet pan, me and my buddy, and he went and looked at the clearance shelf. They have a clearance shelf down there, right? And there's a 5-litre tub of external masonry paint, right? A nice sandy colour, beautiful for me office. I can't do it this time, it's too wet. But I've got a couple of bits. I thought, yeah, I'll get that. And it was £7.50, right? This is what makes me laugh about all these big corporations. So I thought, yeah, I'll have that. That's half price, 15 quid it was. When it went through the till, she said, oh, there's something's gone on here. I said, what's that? She went, it's a penny. I paid a penny for 5 litres of Santex equivalent paint yesterday. Now, that's the deal of the century, isn't it? 1 pence. And I said to my business partner, if you want half of it, you're going to have to give me half a p. Who remembers the half a pences, ladies and gentlemen? I remember the half a pence. They're beautiful things. Who remembers the bigger? What was that big copper coin? And they were proper weighty back then. They always had good copper content and silver, didn't they? A lot of them old coins nowadays work with fortunes. Clearance shelf, my home. I think I found that. I think I was found on the clearance shelf, mate. I love the clearance shelf. We always have a little rummage through them places when I go down there. Mum says, where are you? I said, I'm over at the clearance section. So I love going up and down the middle aisle of Aldi's. Apparently, after midnight tonight, all your shops are shutting down. John Lewis, all the others are going to go. Bosh, they're shutting down for a month because this virus is so clever. They're so clever. After midnight, it gets a bit tasty. Yeah, but you can still go shopping there, ladies and gentlemen. You can still go in there now. 4:30, 4th of November. Get in there now. Go and get your bits and bobs from John Lewis. But tomorrow, that's it. It's got shut because the virus is going to be in all these shops tomorrow for a whole month. I think there's a coronavirus hotline. Coronavirus hotline, yes. Is that the virus? Yeah. Who are you getting today? What age group? Really? Oh, what race, creed, colour? You going for you going for the gay community? Yeah, you're going for the happy clappy church Christian groups? No, you're not doing them today. Okay. So what is your activity? Where are you actually going to be today? Are you doing shopping centres or are you having a day off of shopping centres? And what's happening with the tape measure lark now? We're still at 2 metres. Are you killing people at 2 or are we down to 1 metre now? What? 500 mil coming soon. Oh, they're going to go 500 mil soon. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sweet. How do I find out you're doing the 500 mil? Do I have to ring up or are you just going to put it out in a bulletin? You're going to let Boris know? You're going to let Boris know. Okay. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Listen. Thanks, mate. Do us a favour. Just give my ass and the family a wide berth if you can. And, coronavirus hotline. 1984. You just got to type 1984 into your keypad. Bob's right. It gets you straight through to it. Lovely. Ignore the spellings. They're giving everyone the flu jab now. There will be a lot of hospitalisations. Yeah, there will be. Is this flu jab against your will or your wish? The flu jab. The flu don't exist no more. Coronavirus is so smashed the flu out the park. Hello, Ed. Eddie Goldtooth. What a dude he is. Oh, let me tell you, I love Ed. He's a dude. I didn't know Wes was your nephew. Oh, he said, my Uncle Ed. He said, you know my Uncle Ed. I'm like, Uncle Ed's a legend. I said, he's a gorgeous man. I will message you in Facebook about the distant stuff. You need to see the Brad above a bit. Sweet. Thanks, Annabelle. Yeah. Oh, so the Liverpool ICU is busy because people are in there with all the influenzas and stuff like that. Yeah, but they're all going to go down with a Rona, aren't they? My mate fell off a cliff the other week, dead. Got to the bottom and they wrote him up. Coronavirus killed him on a death certificate. They scraped him off the old stones down there. After the pigeons and the seagulls have been at him. What did he die of? That's about 180 foot on it. Struck the rock. Yeah, no, he had the Rona. Oh, did it? Oh, did he? Okay. Bloody hell, my predictive spelling. FFS. That means. I'm not going to say that too loud. Victoria Payne West says flu low this year. There's a surprise because people are self-distancing and washing hands. It helps. It helped with the passing out and the flu too. Oh, look, don't get me wrong, right? I never paid any attention to the last lockdown that started in March or whenever it did. Why? because I never paid attention to SARS. I never paid attention to Ebola. I never paid attention to swine flu. I never paid attention to bird flu. I never paid attention to HN61 or 51, whatever it was. All these things that have taken place that the media have doled out all over these years on the TVs, told everyone's a bit tasty. I've taken no interest in. I've just taken no interest in to it. I can't be doing with it. I've just rocked on through, put my dancing shoes on, gone out to work, carried on as normal, ain't taken a blind bit of fucking notice. None of it. I ain't. Because I guess I'm just going to live my life, right? How I like to live my life. Freedom. More than a 7-letter word. And then if one day I get something a bit tasty, I get run over, get a rusty nail in my foot and it gives me, I don't know, sepsis and I cop it, so be it. That's that was just my lot, right? Jesus said, don't worry about your life. It's all covered. Geezer put hand sanitizer on and lighted a cigarette and burnt himself up. Yeah, cool. Pyromaniac. What's his name? Red Adair. Karen Campbell's having a laugh. Man flu is the worst. Listen. If you get man flu, that's some serious shit. Far worse than the lady one. I can cope with the lady flu. Yeah, all it does is gives me a bit of a higher pitched voice with the lady flu. But the man flu, that's really serious. Man flu, oh, let me tell you, it's proper tasty. It can take you right out. You can't talk, you can't walk. Your missus has to spoon the soup in. Put my feet up, love. Oh, yeah. What's up with you? I've got man flu. It's terrible. It's far worse than the Rona. I've known more men go down with man flu than the Rona, let me tell you. Rona's a pussycat. So, but look, flu, what's it turn into? Turns into pneumonia. Doesn't it? Turns into pneumonia. Most people that get pneumonia, cop it. What does the Rona turn into? Pneumonia. It's just pneumonia. Pneumonia is having a right now. But everyone, see, I'm worried about it. Well, what are you doing in your life? You look at their shopping, they've got Coca-Cola, pizzas, all the crap. They wouldn't know decent food. And then they're pulling their mask down, having a cigarette. And then I went round the shop the other day, Wixies, they're in there. 2 girls behind these massive spit screens. I said, I got rid of my lisp years ago. I don't spray no more. And they both got their masks on, but their noses are uncovered. I'm like, this don't make sense to me, man. And then they take them down, don't they? Have a cigarette, have a sandwich. These COVID test centres, this goes, you can't record us in here. Well, why not? I want to know about the test. What is the test all about? What? He's only asking, Martin May was only asking questions about, I said, would you want a test? He went, I don't know. I might do. But I want to know about it. No, he ain't coming in here. What do you mean I'm not coming? No, you can't come in here. Whoa, stop there. Security guard. He said, don't touch me, mate. That's common law assault. He said, I'll drop you. How dare you? Well, no, you ain't allowed in. Well, but you're open for the people for testing. So, yeah, we know you've got to make an appointment. But I want to know what is involved in the test. What I'm here for. I'm recording. I want to know. No, get out. No, I ain't dealing with you. No. Man, what have they got to hide? What you got to hide? You got nothing to hide, you got nothing to fear, right? That's what the Germans said. Just tell him what's involved in the test. Well, we bend you over, we put a probe up your bum, we take your temperature on your forehead with one of them laser dot sights, and we get back to you in 3 weeks and let you know whether you got the Rona or not. Sweet. I won't have it then. That's all he wanted to know. But no, the old people turn up. Oh, you can't go in here. Hang on, it's a car park. No, not now, it ain't. The old government have commandeered it. Oh, so it's under mafia control now, is it? Yeah. Mate, honestly, let me tell you something, right? Now, I quite like Maggie Thatcher. My missus used to have dinner with Maggie. Yeah? My missus's grandfather was a Conservative MP for Parliament. I'm not going to mention his name. If you want to know him, private missus, message me. My missus was at Maggie's house one day and Dennis is sat there and Maggie's gone to chuck a Conservative sticker on her thing. I think she just started growing boobs. And she pricked her with the thing, and Maggie's going, I'm ever so sorry, darling. My missus goes, all right, sorry, don't worry about it. Let's just have dinner. Nice. So my missus's mother was down there the other week in their brand new motorhome. Beautiful thing, beautiful. And she said, my dad would be turning his grave if he see what was going on right now. She said, Boris is an idiot. So I'm thinking, my God, Middle upper class England's got the hump now. Mum, I've never, all the 20 years I've known my missus's mother, she ain't never spoke like that before. Never. I'm like, whoa, Middle England, Upper England's waking up, people. Let me tell you. Security around the laboratories would have been compromised. Remember when the activists smashed up the lads and let the animals out so people will never know the address? True enough. Doctors are putting those lasers right in the middle of the forehead like a stun gun with a cow. They are clueless, brain-dead morons, and they look after us when we're ill. Yes, chemical liquor. Have you licked any chemicals lately? What sort of chemicals you licking, darling? I hope it's not Domestos, because that's terrible. It'll make your insides white, though. So, yeah, peeps, I want to know what's going on with Trump. I want to know what's going on with elections. Personally, I never thought I'd see Trump, getting swindled. I thought he was going to be good to go, but, hey, what do I know? I don't know. All I do is exercise my voice, please, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all I do. Annabelle B says, we'll be at Will. Oh, Will's in the room. Only 6% of the COVID-labelled deaths were COVID, and everyone of the 6% had 3 or more likely other health issues. So by the maths, 9% UK deaths. Mate, I'm telling you, they're swindling us. But by doing little outlets like this and sharing, and then you going and watching other people like Maya Tusi, Cole Vernon, Dr. Vernon Coleman, all these other great ones out there, let me tell you, the mainstream media has lost its narrative. BBC, they've lost it. They put out their news. No one pays attention. When was the last time you sat and watched the BBC News? When was the last time you watched Channel 4 News? I haven't watched it for years. BBC have turned around and said, we're not doing the news no more. It's coming off the air. 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock news is going. They can't be bothered. They're all trying to grab a bit of the social media because they know that everyone's gone over to all social media. Everyone's walking around with these all day long. They come home, they have it, then they're not really paying attention to the news on the telly. They might watch a documentary or something, but they're not paying attention to the news. So they've lost their grip. Do you know how powerful that is? The mainstream media have lost their grip on the mentality of the people, because people used to get sucked in by the BBC. You'd get home, you'd turn the telly on, or you watch the news, you'd get up and wish the Queen good night when we used to stand for the national anthem in this country back in the 80s. I was up late watching that Thriller video one night. Dad went, stand up, Queen's on. I went, what? Queen's on, come on. Slap round your head, get up. We stand up straight. We'd all stand up straight in our houses for the Queen. We did. Yes, Mum. And now her son's playing with kids. But he wasn't at, he was at Pizza Hut in Woking, wasn't he? I couldn't have possibly had sexual relations with that woman. I was at Pizza Hut at Woking at the time. With, what's his daughter's name? Not Jemima, Priscilla. What's his bloody kid's name? Coco Loco. What's the kid's name? Come on. I was Beatrice. I was at Pizza Hut at Woking with Beatrice, and I had my penis firmly wedged in my pants. Well, look what's going on with the Epstein Island stuff. Oh, still, let me tell you. Lost their grip, lost their minds, cuckooed a lot of them. Absolutely right, came on. And listen, Cole Vernon's, he's got thousands and thousands of subscribers. Dr. Cole Vernon's got over 250,000 subscribers. Do you see what's happened? Everyone's going social media, man. Everyone's going social media. They might read a little newsy, snoozy paper, but that's about it. I don't think there's many people anymore glued to the BBC News. And all these coronavirus updates they do with Matt Hancock and all the others like Mr. Blobby in the middle, they're not people, they're switching it off. I've done so many jobs recently for people because I'm out. I don't care. I go into people's houses. I do whatever they want me to do. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind. I'm always turning the coins. And I'm like, how are you getting on with the BBC? Oh, we don't watch it. I'm like, what? Now we switch that off. I'm like, but you're mainstream England. You're middle class England. You're upper class conservative Christian people. Your bread and butter, your core belief is it now? It's nonsense. It's a load of rubbish no more. We're not listening to it. So I'm like, the BBC have proper lost it. Don't forget, over 3 million households in this country said no to the BBC TV licence anymore. Yeah, we went, no, we ain't paying that stuff. We ain't funding kiddie fiddlers. They got a big statue outside the BBC of some kid playing with a man's genitals carved in the stonework. Now, this artist that produced that thing years ago, when the others clocked on to what this artist was up to, all these other statues were taken down and smashed up and turned into hardcore. Not that kind of hardcore, but hardcore to go in the ground for like a base, like wherever. Not that kind of hardcore. But the BBC went, no, we quite like this. No, we like this one. Leave it there. Leave it. No, don't fucking touch it. But it's a man holding a... No, we like it. Leave it there. Because we're so just. We're so culturally right and correct, you know. Fucking hell. So anyway, I'm glad that the BBC has is under the cosh, to say the least, because it's not great. It's not a fantastic establishment that we can trust. It's dirty. Uberly dirty, and social media's just gripping it and ripping with it. Let me tell you, there's so much. I don't know if you follow Maya Tousi. He's an Iranian geezer, and my God, he is sublime. His reporting is fantastic. Everyone wants the truth now. They want the nuggets. They want their nuggets. They want to know what's going on in the world. It's fantastic. You need to watch a broad spectrum from TV channels and internet, then you can truly see the difference. Absolutely right, Victoria. I'm loving some of that. And thank you for being such a beautiful woman. Maya Tousi. Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, man. He's uber. He's a good lad, man. But it makes it a bit even. The other one's waiting up still. Mars up, track and trace. Well, it's easier. Yeah, good one. Martial law enabling twat. Annabelle, I'm telling you, I'm loving. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion, darling. I'm going to show it. I'm going to let that one fly. Have that. Why not? Maya Tousi for mayor. I agree, spear thrower. Hope you're on the show tomorrow night. You enjoy it. I do. Oh, we've got private conversations going on here. I'm having a Bob Marley sandwich. What's the Bob Marley sandwich? Buffalo Soldier. Maya is very thorough in his reporting. He knows his stuff. Yes, Will Smith. He really does. This is, mate, we're in really exciting times, let me tell you, where people are all like paying attention to it, and I think it's fun, it's fresh, it's funky fresh, it's and what it's done, people's consciousness have shifted. They've gone, we don't like that stuff no more. It's dirty, it's art. We're going for this. We'll make our own minds up, but we're going to watch it, we're going to enjoy it, we're going to see how it goes. Honestly, it's fantastic. Dr. Vernon Coleman, a national treasure. The guy is a national treasure. He calls himself an old man in a chair. And for all intents and purposes, I guess he is. But to me, he ain't a national treasure. In fact, I'd love to blow up a picture of him in his chair and stick it as a mural on my room when I decorate it. How's about that? We'll stick a bit of Dr. Vernon Coleman up there on the room. Why not? He is grateful for England. Yes, he is. He is very grateful for England. Maya Tousi is a real decent dude, man. I'd love to meet him. He is awesome. Let's hope Elon lands on Mars. They will all scooch off with a bit of luck. Yes, Elon Musk. He's been quite topical on the topical barometer lately. He's been saying a few little saucy things. First time in 8 months I've caught you live, Dave. Winning today. Just been taken to Sam Tripoli. I'm going out there again. You should join me. What's that all about? Being taken to Sam Tripoli. What is Sam Tripoli? Please tell me. He's stood up as a man before. Yes. Oh, let me tell you. Dr. Campbell is also very good breaking things down. Exactly. I mean, look, listen. This guy yesterday that berated me and verbally assaulted me in Toolstation in Tunbridge. Like, I don't want to beef with him because I understand that they're all in fear. Everyone's in fear, man. The government has really done a number on people, you know. And look, I'm measured. I'm not stupid. I actually quite enjoy my life. Truth be told, I really do. However, the point is this: if on my journeys, I've carried on as normal. If I was seeing people crying, if I was seeing people burying loads of bodies and burial, I'd be saying, well, you know, I would not be going anywhere, and I certainly wouldn't be talking like this. But here in the heart of Kent, we've got 14,000 people between our two villages. And allegedly, and I use this word loosely, we've lost one elderly gentleman in his 80s to this. So when they keep talking about lockdown and pandemics and epidemics, and we've got the science, no, they haven't. And a computer what can a computer do? A computer can only predict. Computers are pretty useless in any case, right? They all need programming. They need a man or a woman to get in there and set all these programs up. So you can chuck in what you like into a computer and it's going to drivel you out pretty much what you've churned into it. But if I was truly seeing the evidence of all this nefariousness that's going on, trust me, I would not be talking like this. I really wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would be, I just wouldn't. And that's the end of it. Get busy living or get busy dying. Shawshank Redemption. Absolutely right. Dave, they are in Brazil, Jakarta and New York. Been digging mass graves. Please check it out. It's been horrific to watch. Funeral directors overwhelmed. We've been lucky. Victoria, West Pain. I see, I'm not suggesting that this thing isn't happening, but where's just in this country, please? I mean, this guy yesterday said we're having 1,000 people a day die of it. I'm like, I don't know where you're getting that information from. I mean, I don't think there is. I've got thousands and thousands of people on Facebook and stuff, and I'm asked, do you know anyone? They go, no. I'm like, well, is it cities? Is it outskirts? What's going on? I don't understand it. I know something's going on. I'm under no illusion that something is going on. But the point I'm trying to make is it a pandemic? Is it an epidemic? I don't think so. Could be wrong. Who knows? My stepdad died in main natural causes. The cemetery is not busy. Bless you. Bill Gates been to Brazil lately. Richard, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. We aren't. America are Brazil. 1,000 deaths a day. We've got a lid on it at the moment, but we won't. We'll see. I think humanity's due for a big coal in any case. Who knows? I certainly don't live in fear, I'm going to just try and stay in a very high vibration until the day I leave this mortal coil. And my soul will say hallelujah, because let me tell you, this life's a roller coaster. When Ronan Keating sung that song, Life's a Roller Coaster, let me tell you, he should have sung fucking Life's a Steam Train. I'm the same, Dave. If people were dropping dead in the streets, fair enough. But in my eyes and brain, that's telling me it's not killer virus. People can't think for themselves anymore. No, they can't. Well, the government says it's the law. You've got to wear one. Well, no, actually, that's not true. It's not true. It's not law. Anyway, peeps, I'm going to disappear. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and keep me updated, please, on any news that you get on Trump, etc., etc., etc. And stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay very high vibrational, ladies and gentlemen, because when you're drooping, it soon creeps in and just gets you. If you're feeling depressed, just go out for a walk and just do nice things. Just do. My friend, I was chatting with her this morning quickly before I go. Her son wouldn't wear a mask in class, etc., etc., and they've made him sit in a corridor on his own. Now, we talk about mental health in this country being so thingy, and everyone's on the drugs or on antidepressants, this, that, the other. Let me tell you something. That kid being isolated from his friends because he won't comply and wear a mask, she's now pulled him out of school. She's homeschooling. That is the start of his mental health journey. And I'm glad that she's seen the signs and pulled him out of that school. Had that allowed to continue, that lad would have grown up with proper issues from being isolated. You don't know how dangerous that is when you isolate kids at that age. They're very, very, at that point in their life, they're learning so hard and fast. This is why we have all these mental health issues, because people are just not left alone to be and to breathe and to be happy. They always have to comply with one form or another. And we need to fucking end this. I'm telling you, for the sake of our families and our children's and our heirs that are to come. I love you all. Stay safe and stay blessed. I'll see you soon.